He smashed the dark oak desk into shards of stray wood strewn about in the chamber with his sledgehammer. He couldn't eat the whole thing in one bite, as his veins in his eyes pulsed and his greed teeth grounded for the individual superatory over the others. He tried to think of something that didn't involve what the guard outside the heavy door was going to watch him eat through the bulletproof glass. Blueberries. They're nice. I remember blueberries. The best ones came from the big bushes outside the McCoy house in Michigan. I'm going to eat a desk for a crime I didn't commit. Blueberries. He laid his hammer down. He sat on the floor and stared at a few minutes at the wall. He eventually picked up a dime-sized chip of wood. He held his nose and opened his mouth wide. This is a blueberry. This is a McCoy blueberry. They'd always be happy to give me their blueberries, and this is one of them. As he swallowed it whole, he gagged as he felt the edges of the chip cut the lining of his throat. He forced it to his stomach, with the back of his mouth became sour with little drops of blood. That was a blueberry, a very sweet blueberry, picked at just the right time. I probably liked it. As he choked down more chips, more blood came up, and nausea set within the wood as it vanished. He couldn't throw up, then you would just have to start over. He got to his feet and raised the sledgehammer high above his head to make more of these pieces out of the bigger ones. I love blueberries. I'm going to eat a lot of blueberries. The door flung open, and before he could say anything, the guard took his hammer and slammed the door. Well, it looks like I'm going to be eating big blueberries. He sat on the floor and grabbed a foot-long length of splintered oak. He tried to break it, but it would only break in half. He pointed at his face at the fluorescent light on the ceiling and opened his mouth wide. This is a blueberry. I know it looks nothing like a blueberry, but it is. I'm a sword swallower. I can eat a sword made out of blueberries. He nudged the wood past the opening of his throat. He felt it scrape. He felt it slide. Gently, gently, gently. This is a blueberry. It doesn't taste like one, but it probably is. He felt his mouth water, and in doing so he gagged. He couldn't breathe. He tried to pull the wood out of his throat, but the edges were caught on the inside of him. With a long scream saturated by his torn throat, he ripped the stick out and threw it into the other side of the chamber. His mouth was a fountain of saliva and blood. His esophagus might as well have been on fire with the pain. He turned his head and saw a sturdy board that made the surface of his desk. He only split it in half with the hammer. That is no blueberry.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please stay pretty.